Captain America. Brave New World is a live-action Marvel movie that released on February 14, 2025. It's the fourth Captain America movie, but this time Sam Wilson, who used to be the Falcon, is now the new Captain America. He accepted the shield from Steve Rogers and is stepping into the role as a leader and symbol of hope. In this movie, Sam faces tough challenges, both as a superhero and as a person trying to do the right thing in a divided world. He's not a super soldier like Steve, but he uses his heart, his experience, and his flying suit to fight for justice. The story focuses on political tension, secret experiments, and a new version of the super soldier program that could cause more harm than good. One of the main villains is General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, who has now become President of the United States. He wants to control superpowered people, even if it means using extreme methods. Another returning villain is the Leader, a very smart enemy who was changed by gamma radiation and has plans of his own. The movie has intense action, deep messages about leadership, and shows Sam growing into his role as Captain America. It also sets up future Marvel stories, including connections to the Thunderbolts and other upcoming heroes. Daredevil, Born Again, March 4, 2025. Daredevil. Born Again is a live-action Marvel series that premiered on Disney+, with the first 2 episodes available that day, followed by weekly releases through mid-April. This marks Daredevil's return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Matt Murdock is a lawyer in New York City who is blind but has super strong senses. At night, he becomes Daredevil, fighting crime using his unique abilities. His main enemy in this series is Wilson Fisk, also known as Kingpin, who is now mayor and uses power and intimidation to control the city. The first season has 9 episodes, each mixing courtroom drama with action in city streets. As the story progresses, Daredevil gathers allies and confronts corrupt forces both in the legal system and on the job, showing courage and justice against tough odds. The show embraces a gritty, serious tone with street-level fights and moral dilemmas. Characters like Bullseye and the Punisher appear, making the story feel grounded. It's part of Marvel's Phase 5, and it brings back the old fan-favorite tone with fresh storytelling. Thunderbolts, May 2, 2025. Thunderbolts is a Marvel movie about a team of unusual heroes. But unlike the Avengers, these heroes didn't start out as good guys. Some used to be villains. Some made big mistakes in the past. Now, they're trying to fix things by working together, kind of like a second chance team. The Thunderbolts are brought together by a powerful government leader named Valentina. She picks people who are strong but also kind of dangerous. The team includes Yelena Belova, a super spy who trained just like Black Widow; Red Guardian, a Russian hero who's strong like Captain America; Bucky Barnes, also known as the Winter Soldier. He used to be brainwashed but is now trying to make up for what he did. U.S. Agent, a soldier who tried to replace Captain America but went too far. Ghost, a woman who can disappear and move through walls. Taskmaster, a fighter who can copy any move she sees. They all have tough pasts, but in this movie, they have to work together on missions that no one else wants to do. The story will show if they can become real heroes or if their dark pasts will get in the way. Ironheart, June 24, 2025. Ironheart is a 6-episode Marvel series that began streaming on Disney Plus in June 2025. It follows Riri Williams, a teenage genius who builds her own super-powered suit of armor using science and technology. Her suit is highly advanced, one of the smartest designs since Iron Man's. Riri was first introduced in Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, where she helped protect Wakanda from danger. In this series, she returns to her school, MIT, and tries to live a normal student life. But everything changes when a new enemy shows up. His name is the Hood, and he uses dark magic, which is the opposite of Riri's science-based inventions. The show focuses on how Riri must face powerful threats that don't follow the rules of science. She has to find new ways to protect herself and others, learning how to be a real hero while staying true to who she is. The series mixes high-tech action, magic battles, and personal growth as Riri steps into the spotlight on her own. Fantastic Four, First Steps, July 23, 2025. Fantastic Four. First Steps came out in movie theaters in July 2025 and introduced the Fantastic Four into the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the very first time. The team is made up of 4 heroes with unique powers. Reed Richards, also called Mr. Fantastic, can stretch his body like rubber. Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, can turn invisible and make force fields. Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, can fly and shoot fire. Ben Grimm, known as the Thing, is super strong and covered in rock-like skin. In this movie, the Fantastic Four are already working together as superheroes. It doesn't show how they got their powers, but instead jumps right into their biggest challenge yet. They face Galactus, a giant cosmic villain who eats entire planets, and his powerful helper, the Silver Surfer. The movie takes place in a cool retro future world inspired by the 1960s, giving it a unique style. It also has surprise moments that tease what's coming next, like the arrival of Doctor Doom and the team's connection to future Avengers movies. The film was a huge success and officially begins Marvel's Phase 6. Eyes of Wakanda, August 1st, 2025. Eyes of Wakanda is a 4-episode animated Marvel series that released on August 1st, 2025 on Disney+. All episodes dropped at once, so you can watch the entire story in one sitting. The series follows the Hatut Zeraze, elite Wakandan warriors sent on secret missions across history to find and recover lost pieces of vibranium, the most powerful metal in the Marvel Universe. Each episode shows a different mission set in a unique time and place. The first episode stars Noni, a former Dora Milaje warrior who travels to ancient Crete around 1260 BC to stop the Lion, a former Wakandan royal guard turned pirate king, and recovers stolen Wakandan technology. Later episodes include adventures across various points in history, like a mission involving an early Iron Fist in the 14th century China, and one set in the year 1896 Ethiopia, where a young prince named Tafari and his advisor Kuda work to reclaim a powerful vibranium axe, a story that connects directly to events in Black Panther and highlights Wakanda's impact across time. Although the show is short, each episode feels like its own adventure while still linking to the larger Marvel universe. It focuses on themes like loyalty, legacy, courage, and the importance of protecting Wakanda's secrets. The voice cast includes stars like Winnie Harlow, Cress Williams, and Annika Noni Rose, bringing the stories and heroes to life. This series is now officially part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, MCU, and plays a role in expanding Wakanda's history beyond the live-action films. Despite its short length, it adds new depth to the world and connects to future stories in Marvel's Phase 6. Marvel Zombies, October 3rd, 2025. It tells a dark and exciting story set in an alternate version of the Marvel Universe, where many superheroes and villains have been turned into zombies. This world is different from the regular Marvel timeline, but it's still connected through the idea of the multiverse. The show has 4 episodes and is meant for older kids and teens, with more intense action and spooky scenes. It follows a group of heroes who survived the zombie outbreak and are trying to stay alive. The main characters include Shang-Chi, Ms. Marvel, Kate Bishop, Ironheart, Yelena Belova, Red Guardian, Jimmy Woo, and Spider-Man. These heroes must work together while facing zombie versions of other Marvel characters, some of whom were once their friends or teammates. Ms. Marvel plays a key role in the story, helping guide the group through dangerous situations and giving them hope when things get scary. The series is about teamwork, survival, and what it means to stay strong when everything feels impossible. Spider-Man, Freshman Year, Season 2, early 2026. Spider-Man, Freshman Year was later rebranded as Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. The first season premiered on January 29, 2025 with 2 episodes and wrapped up in February with a total of 10 half-hour episodes. A second season is confirmed and expected to premiere in early 2026, likely following a similar release format to Season 1. This season was at least halfway through production by early 2025, including completed scripts and animatic work. Season 2 continues Peter Parker's journey as Spider-Man in a different timeline where Norman Osborn mentors him instead of Tony Stark. The new episodes are expected to introduce bigger challenges, new villains, and storylines involving characters like Dr. Octopus, Scorpion, or Harry Osborn. The animation remains in a comic tribute style and continues to explore serious hero choices in a fun, fast-paced presentation aimed at older kids and dedicated fans. Since it's set outside the main live-action MCU, Season 2 expands how Peter's story can change across different timelines, and it will connect into larger Phase 6 Marvel multiverse events. Avengers Doomsday, May 1st, 2026. Avengers. Doomsday is a big live-action Marvel movie scheduled to release on May 1st, 2026. It is one of the most important films in Marvel's Phase 6 and brings together many of the heroes from different parts of the Marvel Universe. This includes characters from the past Avengers teams, new heroes from recent shows and movies, and even some characters from other timelines. The main villain in Avengers, Doomsday, is expected to be Doctor Doom, a powerful ruler and scientist with armor, magic, and a brilliant mind. He's one of the most dangerous villains in all of Marvel, and this movie will show him taking control of a collapsing multiverse. The Avengers must team up like never before to stop him, even if it means working with people they don't fully trust. The movie will continue threads from Fantastic Four, First Steps, Loki, and Kang Dynasty, showing the universe falling apart and the heroes racing to stop it. Big team-ups, shocking returns, and emotional choices are all expected. It sets the stage for the final battle in Avengers. Secret Wars. Spider-Man: Brand New Day, July 31st, 2026. Spider-Man: Brand New Day is the fourth live-action Spider-Man movie starring Tom Holland as Peter Parker. It's set to premiere in movie theaters on July 31st, 2026. After the events of No Way Home, where Peter Parker chooses to erase himself from the memories of everyone he knows, this story shows how he rebuilds his life as Spider-Man. The title, Brand New Day, points to that fresh start. The movie will bring Spider-Man back to a more street-level style of hero work, like helping everyday people and fighting local crime instead of cosmic threats. It reintroduces classic storytelling and aims for a simpler tone. Important characters returning include Zendaya, MJ, Jacob Batalon, Ned, and John Bernthal will reprise his role as the Punisher. New to the film is Sadie Sink in a mystery role that could connect to classic Spider-Man comics. Filming began in summer 2025 in Glasgow, Scotland, standing in for New York City in the movie. Production images hint at street scenes and action set pieces filmed in real-world locations. Although it releases in mid-2026, set photos suggest the story takes place in late 2027, placing it just before the events of Avengers, Doomsday in the Marvel timeline. Avengers: Secret Wars, May 7th, 2027. Avengers: Secret Wars is the last movie in Marvel's Phase 6 and is planned to release on May 7th, 2027. It will be the biggest Marvel movie yet, bringing together heroes and villains from across the entire multiverse. That means characters from different timelines, different worlds, and even older Marvel movies could appear in one giant battle to save reality itself. The story is based on a famous comic where the multiverse is breaking apart and different universes are crashing into each other. A new world called Battleworld is formed from the leftover pieces. This is where the final fight takes place. Heroes from every corner of Marvel, including the Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, and others, must join forces to stop total destruction. One of the main villains could be Dr. Doom or a powerful version of Kang the Conqueror. No one knows for sure who will be the final threat, but it will take every hero working together to win. This movie is expected to include huge surprises, emotional moments, and the return of characters fans thought were gone forever. It will be the closing chapter of Marvel's multiverse saga and a massive team-up that shows what it truly means to be a hero in any universe. Blade, to be determined. Blade introduces a Marvel superhero who's unlike any of the others we've seen. His real name is Eric Brooks, but most people know him by one name, Blade. What makes Blade special is that he's not fully human. He's half vampire. In the Marvel universe, vampires are scary creatures that drink blood, avoid sunlight, and usually hurt people. But Blade is different because of how he was born. When Blade's mother was pregnant with him, she was attacked by a vampire. That caused Eric to be born with vampire powers, but none of the usual vampire weaknesses. Blade has all their strength, speed, and fast healing. But unlike them, he can walk in the sunlight without getting hurt. That's why people call him the Daywalker. He uses his powers to hunt and destroy evil vampires that hide in the shadows and hurt innocent people. Blade is a master fighter. He carries a sharp sword, throws silver weapons, and uses high-tech gadgets made to fight supernatural monsters. He's been training for years to become the best at what he does. He doesn't have fancy armor like Iron Man or magic like Doctor Strange, but he's smart, strong, and very serious about protecting the world from hidden dangers. The Blade movie will be darker and scarier than most Marvel stories. It will take place in the parts of the Marvel universe that are filled with mystery, places where ghosts, demons, and ancient curses still exist. We'll learn about secret battles that happen when the sun goes down, and about monsters that regular superheroes never see. This movie is also important because it helps Marvel explore the supernatural side of its world. Blade might meet other spooky characters in the future, like Moon Knight, a hero with ties to ancient Egyptian gods, or Black Knight, who carries a powerful cursed sword. Together, they could form a new team to face magical threats too strange or too dark for the Avengers. Even though Blade's world is full of danger and shadows, his mission is clear: to protect people from evil things that live in the dark, no matter how scary they are. His story will help Marvel tell new kinds of adventures, filled with monsters, magic, and mysteries that have been waiting for centuries to be uncovered. What's next for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, post-2025? The MCU is heading into Phase 6, culminating in Avengers. The Kang Dynasty and Avengers, Secret Wars. These massive crossover events will tie together characters and storylines introduced in recent and upcoming films and shows. The multiverse remains central, with projects like Marvel Zombies and Eyes of Wakanda exploring alternate realities and timelines that will eventually collide. At the same time, the Young Avengers arc is developing through characters like Kate Bishop, Ms. Marvel, and America Chavez, hinting at a new generation of heroes. Mutants are being slowly introduced, with teases in Ms. Marvel, Doctor Strange 2, and Deadpool 3, signaling a future role for the X-Men. Projects like Armor Wars, Spider-Man 4, and the Fantastic Four are also in development and expected to shape the multiversal conflict. Marvel is also exploring new tones and formats. Animated shows like Marvel Zombies target mature audiences, while films like Captain America, Brave New World ground the universe in real-world themes. Eyes of Wakanda expands the history and culture of Wakanda through flashbacks, focusing on past warriors and traditions. While it doesn't follow T'Challa or Shuri directly, it sets up future stories tied to Wakandan leadership and the multiverse. The future of the MCU promises new heroes, deeper world-building, and bold genre-spanning stories leading to its biggest crossover yet. And that's what's coming to the Marvel Universe. New heroes, deeper histories, and a multiverse on the edge of war. Buckle up, because the next phase is going to change everything.